Hello guys, this is day 21. Today not feeling that fantastic because I had like curry and a bit too spicy food that I've added in, and I did drink a little bit of Radler, so there is like, I know it's quite sweet, there's alcohol 5%, so I don't know, this combination somehow gave me some headache in the later afternoon, so I kind of rested for a while. Now seems to be slightly better. Now it's about 10:15. I should try to exercise for 30 minutes if I can. If I can't, better stop. Like I say, if you're not feeling well, you shouldn't exercise. But I think I'm feeling still okay. So, again, consistency and don't give up. Okay, as long as you feel, as long as, know and listen to your own body. So my body's telling me, still okay, let's try it. Okay. So, yes, I was listening to, again, I'm playing from one of my cardio music. I don't think I will go for 140, oops, what's going on? I will go for 140 BPM because it's quite, I don't know, a bit too high tempo for me today. Like I said, I'm not feeling that well. Very likely due to the lunch, the combination of spicy food and the slight, I know it's only 4%, I think, 4% alcohol content. So, yeah, that's... Okay, I better do some stretching first because I think maybe yesterday or some days I didn't do some, some stretching first. Get my arms, get my blood circulating a bit first, a bit more, so that I don't get the numbness on my right hand. Again, I don't know what's my body condition these few days. Not great, I guess. Sometimes been sitting like whole day in front of computer doing stuff, clearing emails and all, and so. Yeah, I do need to get up maybe or walk around even more than I should, even though I do exercise every day for 30 minutes. But I think I can do better, yeah. Okay. So today, yeah, I'm not as very preppy and super excited because, like I said, I wasn't just feeling a bit down and lethargic because of the headache and all. So I'll take it a bit easy today. As long as I can sweat a bit, I think that's good. So again, now I'm only cycling at about 16-17 kilometers per hour. Whew. Yeah, I really don't feel that well. For some reason, my legs really feeling a little bit like achy, even at this pace. Yeah, I think really not in the best condition today. Oh man. Yep, I'm going to take it much slower today. Okay, the music is nice. This song I think you should know. Make it a bit louder. It's called Another Night. I think one of the early 90s music. Today is quite warm. I saw the weather, I think it went up to 33 degrees, oh my god. I wonder that might have contributed to my headache as well. So I kept myself with more air condition since afternoon. Otherwise usually I'll have no aircon on until at least in the evening. So, yeah, I saw a lot of very interesting articles and I watched a short documentary this afternoon about eating fish. Again, be careful fish, as you know, or if you don't know, mercury and toxin accumulates from small to big fish. So the bigger the fish, because they eat smaller fishes and so on, they accumulate. And so salmon and big fish like tuna, the world, I don't know what's that association, but basically they say, it's not very sustainable if you keep eating tuna. There is some kind of issue with sustainability. And so people would think, oh, let's do farm fish. But this after this documentary I watched, oh dear, even farmed fish like Norwegian salmon, they seem to be fed with toxin. The fish feed the food they eat, and the chemicals they spray in the water to keep them healthy. Because such fishes are wild, so in a small region, and they are going to like grow thousands of fishes in a small area, they get sick. You know, just like me feeling sick. So they pump them with chemicals. Oh, okay. Look at this shit. The sides are coming off already. It's only barely a month. It's only 21 days. And it's flaking. Okay, this is what you get for buying cheap stuff, I guess. Hopefully it doesn't tear off. I think one piece tore off already. Ah, yikes. Okay, let's try. So anyway, so I was saying, fishes, yeah. And then another documentary following up was about the food scandals in China. So it's like, again, processed food, even non-processed food, apparently food sold outside, they could use chemicals to whiten the noodles, fake chemicals to give fake meat and stuff like that. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of it already. But it's scary. I mean, if it's really actually happening, and supposedly the government agencies are supposed to regulate, but they are some of the agency. Okay, I'm not saying which agency or which government agency. I don't know. I'm not out down there, but according to the documentary, seem to suggest that they are also covering up. So, be it conspiracy, I don't know. The worst thing in Singapore is almost all the food, maybe more than 80-90%, are all import, from meat to vegetables. I mean, we do grow some house brand veggies, so I hope they are using, I know they're using, most of them are using hydroponics and stuff, and meat mostly, in fact, not all, from overseas import, neighboring countries, you know, in Asia, overseas, I mean, all the way in Europe as well. So if they're farmed, it means you have to pump them with chemicals somehow, you know, to fatten them out or stuff. But our Singapore government the food NEA, I think, National Environment Agency, and basically the food agencies in Singapore, supposedly all food will be checked. All. They should. But from time to time we do get products that is not regulated at all, like Chinese medicine and stuff. And so quite often you see in the newspaper, local news, that they get recalled because they found toxin or unwanted chemicals or elevated levels which proved to be cancerous, you know, carcinogenic, stuff like that, cancer causing. So not too long ago was that scare in China about the milk powder where they put melanin. Basically it's used in tables and all this, which gives that white color. So it's basically a chemical for industrial use, not for eating, not edible, but they put it, so it's like, that's so evil. So same thing, are we eating food every day that is just slowly poisoning us? You know, just slowly, ever so slowly, but you will eventually still die of cancer and stuff. I'm not trying to be fear-mongering here, but the concern is definitely real and there. So we can only trust. We are only as good as the agency that protects us, seriously. I mean, in this developed nation and in this world, unless you grow your own food and you are in an organic situation and your soil and water that you derive from is pure and untainted, I mean, seriously, how many of us literally are in such situation? How is it possible actually? So, to a certain extent, the water, the food source, the ingredients come somewhere, probably go through some process and chemicals. You know, I mean, we try to be healthy, so that's why, you know, at least something you can control is your health by exercising. In my case, FUN-xercise. Other than that, you know, the food, of course, we're trying to eat less processed food and stuff, knowing what may cause you to be sick. You know, maybe like, for example, people with celiac disease cannot eat gluten food. People with allergies cannot eat those allergic-inducing ingredients. But Again, talking about allergy, it was interesting also. Again, studies showing that back then there wasn't those allergies. So what happened to our humanity now? Why more and more children having allergies? So one method they were using in some countries or some tests or clinic, they were literally deliberately introducing this allergy food in small quantities, and they get immune to it over time. So I don't know, are we being too protective? Are we putting too much chemicals, and so our modern day body now couldn't really handle it? Or we're not evolved to handle it in such a short period, I guess. So, you know, you cause all sorts of this. And I read about, like I said, very interesting, this study, or this documentary the other day about, what's the angiogenesis, yes. So we need to eat food that's anti-angiogenesis, because the angiogenesis means we are growing capillaries and blood to feed all these tumors and cancer cells. Basically, we have cancer cells in us. Okay, that's a fact. I think a lot of people still doesn't know that. But it's that when it becomes tumorous, it becomes malignant because, you know, something went wrong genetically. I think it mutated, and blood capillaries feeding to it increase, and there you get tumors and cancerous cells and all. So the studies were showing that, by cutting off this angiogenesis to this tumorous growth, there are certain food that will help to actually induce that state, and therefore, you know, your cancer will not grow into cancerous malignant cells, and it will just be cancer cells dormant inside your body. So that's surprising and scary and confusing somewhat maybe at the same time to some people, or most of us who are not scientists and nutritionists and, you know, basically doctors. Even doctors, I don't know, before all of them really know how to really eat a diet that can prevent, you know, cancer and prevent further diseases in our century that seems to be on the rise, be it from heart attack, heart disease to cancer to failures, kidney failures, liver failures, stuff like that. So it feels disheartening, seriously. So the more you know, the more you feel disheartened, but you shouldn't, because I think knowledge is still power. At least it gives you an option to know what you can do, rather than not knowing, have no control over your life, and when the options are presented in front of you, you could choose, but you choose not to, or you don't know, so you don't know if that's the choice, and you just have the bad choice in your life, you know, and that causes, like I said, down the road, all this problem. So yeah, I'm still on daily, somewhat evaluating my life choices, you know, because I would consider myself a midlife crisis mode, you know, 1 more year to 40. Even then, in my 30s, I really feel it's midlife, because like I said, I don't see myself living past 60, 65. Knowing my family history, medical history, and people around me who I do not know any, other than those in the early baby boomers or even earlier generation, where, like my grandfather, who passed away around 80 plus, my grandma, I think, was near 90. Other than that, everyone else, generations after, passed beyond 70. So yes, that's scary and worrying, totally. But like I said, I rather quality of life than quantity. So it's not that, you want to live until 100 years old and that's the best. I mean, no point, let's say the last 20 years of your life, you're being taken care of someone, you're vegetable, you're in a vegetative state, you're being pumped with medicine, you have to keep going to dialysis, depending on machines, so on and so forth. I mean, that's not life, really, that's not living, I feel. Sorry not to offend anyone in that state now. I mean, this is just to appeal and so to understand from people who are still somewhat relatively fit or fitter for sure. Again, not fear-mongering, but it's something that we need to wake up to and try our best. Okay, try our best to be fitter and healthier than before. Maybe, yes, part of me would say, I'm reaching the last 10, 20 years of my life, so to speak, getting nearer to the age where people just die off due to all these diseases and stuff. And so I remember I had one friend
relatively, I wasn't a close friend, but a friend that I know, chatted with before, and he was the second case of malaria in Singapore. That was a number of years ago, and he died of malaria. I mean, he can't prevent that. I mean, but again, some people may say if your body is strong enough to defend the malaria, the virus that it carries. Sorry, I forgot the virus that's called. He might survive. But yeah, I know he's not healthy. He's not the most healthiest person. Okay, so that's one thing, right? I mean, even if you caught some disease that is not of your fault, right? Maybe your body is healthy enough to defend it or to sustain a longer time until medicine or some kind of treatment can kill it. Yeah. So that's why I'm doing this as well, because I think obviously I know my body's in very bad shape. Not mean literal, but I mean like fitness wise. So please do take care of yourself. Be exercise, eat healthy, have a healthy mindset, stay optimistic, cheerful, happy. Oh, speaking of which, whew, yes, at last it's sweating now. And okay, not feeling the headache. And good, my right arm is not feeling numb, okay, so not like yesterday, which quite a few occasions keep feeling, it just went numb. That's pretty worrying. So, yeah, man. Sorry, I got real serious real quick, but I think health is serious. I mean, yes, we have fun, everything, that helps you keep going, but also think serious, because it's not just fun and games. Yeah, don't joke if you die, right? Don't joke. And it's definitely no joke when you get diseases and stuff. Who knows? I'm not saying that therefore doing this I will never get diseases and cancer. No way. I wouldn't know. If I know, it'd be God. But probably is, at least if that day do come, I know that I tried my best. Right? I try to eat healthier, I try to exercise, I try to think and feel healthier, stress less, and sleep and rest more, drink more water. I always finish out one whole 2.5 litre of my bottle every day. So I know again, some studies show that you don't have to keep drinking 8 glasses of water every day, it's a myth, blah blah blah. True, it's more like you drink when you're thirsty, but I don't know, I guess being a big guy I tend to perspire or tend to be a bit thirsty. They were saying also if you are thirsty a lot, it might be a sign of diabetics. But last year or the year before, sometime back, I did do my medical check, so I'm good, not diabetic. So this coming month end, about 27th February, I'm going to see my nutritionist and hope to do a blood works to have a baseline of what's my health condition now, right? And see if I get, whether it's improvement from my previous checks, be it, what's that, cholesterol level, the HDL more than LDL, my heart condition, my fat percentage, muscle percentage, yeah. Yeah, so it gets real, man, real. Not that I'm a health freak now. Trust me, this is nowhere near what a health freak would do. They're like way beyond. Nothing wrong, but I think everything in moderation, right? Like if you get too obsessive and you become compulsive over it, that's I think that's a bad thing as well. Like it consumes your life. I don't know, unless it's your job, personal trainer or something, a nutritionist, and so it's a job to be the fittest ever. You want to lead by example. Just like when you're at work, you want to lead by example. You don't do a work and fake it through. I know the phrase which I feel a long time in my life, like fake it till you make it. I really feel quite often in my early days of career. It's like I'm taking it. Like shit, I don't have like tons of industry experience, or I don't have like portfolio that's like, oh my god, international award winning. But I think that's not the point. It's all they want you to also grow, and with time and experience you get better at it. And be it fake it till make it, or you are making it as you grow, as you do more of it. I think that's the point. So I'm still thinking also, I'm still considering also different alternatives for my career path and stuff. I mean, should I continue being an entrepreneur? And it's definitely a trying time. You know, people don't become entrepreneur overnight. Not even a few months. It's like years. And how much they fail. I mean, the media don't really report a lot of all the failures. They always celebrate their success, and then they will share their story of how they fail and stuff, which I believe is true to a certain extent. I mean, but from a marketing point of view, you know, if people know how to market, yes, they will sometimes make it really bad, exaggerate. Again, I don't know. No one near me is that level, and then tell me, oh, I exaggerated. So I can only trust in what all these gurus and all these experts say, that they ran through the really the tough times and they persevere. But I do strongly believe in the spirit of perseverance. That I can say from experience. Not that I'm super great, but it's more like there were times in my life that I really went through so-called hardship. Okay, again, relative. Everyone's hardship is different, or tolerance to hardship is different. So I thought I could tolerate it, but it almost broke me. I did give up. Like in army, I couldn't finish the 24 kilometer route march. I gave up the first time I tried. I think there's still maybe 5 to 10 kilometers left, and my body couldn't take it, and I just flopped on the side of the road. I think during the route march, I had to rest beside the tree. I was just totally dazed, in dazed mode. I think short of getting heat stroke or something, my body just couldn't take it. So I had to finish the remaining in a stadium on another day after my body recovered. Yeah. So again, I'm not the fittest. Like I said, since young, I'm big size and like really letting it go, and so never into health and fitness. But I just hope whoever is seeing this, that you too will find your fitness level, you know, improve it over time. Again, doesn't matter the size. Like I said, I've seen big guys into their 50s and they are still fit like an ox, bulking it. You know, maybe it's muscle mass or what that make them big size. They don't have six pack. It doesn't mean six pack means he's definitely a good health either. Like this after I shared a post, Christian Bale, my god, his transformation to body is so amazing. For his method acting, all his roles, he goes up and down like a roller coaster. He can be anorexic looking in one film, and within a short few years, he transformed into an incredible muscular Batman. You know, can you imagine that? And then last year, I think he went back to a fat man, pudgy, you know, portly looking guy for Dick Cheney, the role of Dick Cheney in the movie Vice. I yet to watch that. Okay, I should try to watch it. This is about politics, I guess. Not my most favorite topic. So it's amazing how, as an actor, I know yes, he's being paid and he should be paid very well. He did win Oscar, am I wrong? And some Grammy or Emmy. But yes, his face is not the most handsome for all the other actors, but his acting and his dedication, I think it's the dedication to his body transformation that I respect so much. I mean, he treats his body like exactly like a kind of canvas. He could just sculpt and morph into the size he wants. I mean, that takes great, huge focus and determination, right? When he did the role in the Machinist, I think, or Machinist, sorry, I think that's the word, right? That's the title of the movie. He slimmed down to anorexic level. You can see the bones. And he said he just starved himself. I mean, he said it as if someone was drinking water. I mean, like, it's nothing. I'm sure it's something to him, but his mental strength and willpower is like over the top. It's not normal, I feel. So to me, he's that kind of superhero. In the mind, he's a superhero with the ability to just be so determined and just work his body to that level of size. I hope, of course, I do hope he's going up and down in size doesn't hurt his health. You know, gaining weight or even losing excessively, I think it's no good. Your muscles are straining. You know, either underpowered or overpowered. Wow, madness. He must be quite a very health freak, I guess, to be able to tolerate that kind of extreme change in size. So yeah, Christian Bale. Okay, wait, how long am I supposed to exercise? Okay, 5 more minutes, yes, 5 more minutes. Now it's 10:40, so 5 more minutes. I'm being literally cycling about what, 16 to 17 kilometers per hour. I don't know, I reached 20 tonight. It's, yeah, like I say, not feeling that great today. The lunch killed me somehow. And yes, I did have a bit of alcohol at the lunch. It's 4% Radler, so, and sweet. So I kind of slightly regretted it a bit. Like that combo is not working for me. Giving me the headache. Yeah. Yeah, I did eat Panadol to ease the headache. And I did have my hypertension pill, atenolol. I used to eat it every morning, but I stopped for quite a while. They're saying it's not good. But because I'm trying to use this exercise to control my pressure and all, so far so good. I didn't get a headache until today since I started this regime and stuff. So yeah, I think food plays a very somewhat delicate role in this fitness, you know. And I won't say delicate, it's like, of course I'm in a diet, right? So that one meal a day, so that meal must count. And so I should not ruin that one meal with like, wow, excessive spice and mix with alcohol, too much sugar or something. I think my body, maybe it went to a mode of like normal, like getting, how should I say, what's the word to say? Getting more mild, maybe? Is that the word? Getting like less extreme in my food choices. Like not super oily, super spicy and stuff. So getting more mild because I eat a lot of salad now. And the meat, yes, I still grill them, but not deep fried, and I've never deep fried my food at home. Use too much oil anyway. Otherwise everything will be grilled, boiled, broiled, some fried, but very seldom, very seldom. Grilled most of the time over the oven. So it seems like maybe my body got used to that mild taste, mildness in the food quality somehow. I don't know how to really describe. Oh dear, I don't know. Pretty tired, I guess, today. Okay, so I'm sweating everywhere. So yeah, man. So I gotta be careful what I eat. Once you go for my soy, maybe tomorrow I shall go simple, like soybean with my bananas, and that's it. I think those are good. So far I've never had issue with that. Cereal, nuts, soy milk, unsweetened or just, you know, less sweet, almond flavored, and yeah, bananas. I know banana has a lot of sugar, but you know, that's it. You know, banana, that's my one meal a day. So I think it's still okay. Yes, I know today I did eat some ice cream, but half a small tub, maybe you can say it's 1 or 2 potong size ice cream. That gives me the sugar rush. Okay, there's no such a sugar rush apparently, but you know, give me that kick of like, yeah, sugar, dessert, and partly I have it because to ease the spiciness. Yeah, I know, I put too much spice inside. There's this tau kwa that I was using inside the curry, the Japanese curry. I know Japanese curry is supposed to be mild and sweet, but because the person who made it for me, I told like, oh, can I make it spicier, a bit saltier, so it's not so sweet like Japanese curry. So, and then on top of that, I go and add in my own spicy tau kwa, which is some kind of bean curd, I think. Sorry to correct me, some kind of bean product. Okay, so and it's spicy, really spicy. And then I was eating it, and plus that Radler, which has that alcohol content, I think my head couldn't take it. My blood was like, maybe the pressure was kicked overdrive, you know. So I found ice cream to cool down that spiciness. Yeah, man. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I think I can cool down now. Cause it's 44. I started actually before 15. That's it. Okay, I don't overexert myself. Sorry. Today, not on my best level because of my headache. My body just not operating as optimum. So that's it. Good night. Take care. Don't give up and keep going. Okay, stay positive. That's it for day 20. See you tomorrow, day 21. Bye.